This Friday on Plug.
Are we tolerating or are we inheriting?
She found me here.
I did befriend her friends.
Everyone? Like everyone.
That have contributed to
Or
what she
corrupted
is.
her to what she is.
Oh, she's corrupt now.
I don't know if she's doing it for your sake or what.
And there was some entanglements that happened there.
So you literally influence this person to see every other person as the enemy. Dodgy behaviors, dodgy phone calls that you feel the need to answer around the call.
The problem is not her, is that
You know the tendencies of the keyboard players. What are you doing with those guys? You found them here, you will leave them here.
Yeah.
You might as well date them, because then when your wife is a sheep amongst the wolves, you still
They'll have to keep watch. Hi friends and family, welcome to Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for joining us this beautiful day, and thank you for engaging our content and for engaging our Easter special.
Yeah, sure.
We had an amazing time. It was a lot of work, a lot of prayer, a lot of
preparations,
preps, and we take it seriously, and that is why we put it all in. And thank you for responding with subscriptions. We are now sitting at over 650 subscribers.
We are going for that 1,000.
Yes, continue, please. If you are watching here for the first time and are joining us for the first time, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, show us some love, and throw in some comments, give us a thumbs up, do all the things that are necessary to make our work look good.
Yes. Sure.
I am Mac, I'm the head and not the tail, I'm above and not beneath, I'm the child of the Most High God, I'm blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. And I'm not alone.
Nagi opa wa garamalaga. Gimnar nom sudo ka fasa wa shadru ka tagas. Gingig dan gamazul gamnum na tuturu sagi goblu tabatur moru mutul ko mare twani. Bada komo utware mutu. And as always, friends, I'm excited to be in the space. We appreciate the love that you have showed us this past weekend. Thank you very much for doing all of that. Share our content, let your friends watch, and your friends' friends, and your ex, and everyone, let them
the exes.
Let them choke in.
To throw shade.
No throwing of shades. Let them watch. I'm thinking of a friend of mine who once sent me a WhatsApp message asking me, what episode is that one of Abo Besti?
Okay.
Because I think maybe they were dealing with something with with this person.
They didn't have to deal with it themselves.
No, didn't want to talk. Just referring, and we are happy to do all the talking.
So please refer those to the exes.
If there were dodgy behaviors and stuff, refer to you plug. Yes. So friends, we are easing into things. We kind of want to ease into things because it's been hectic, and we want to take things a bit easy, laid back, and we want to address this very interesting topic that that Meg and I spoke about, the conversation that we have had about the issue of inheritance. Inheriting friendships. I mean, when you move into a relationship, a person is never exists in vacuum. They have other meaningful relationships around them, maybe other meaningless. That's subjective, but they come not themselves only. They come with all these relationships, and some of those relationships have been very meaningful into assisting them to be where they are. Be it the relationship with the same gender or the opposite gender, but those are relationships they come into a space with Meg. And while we talk about this thing, I'm feeling sorry for Mangi, because when she came into your life, friendship and marriage, she found me here. So she found me here. I wish I could interview her and ask her this dynamics, and I wonder I wonder if things would have been any different if she did not feel the vibe and she was like, nah. Because as it stands now, I don't know if she's doing it for your sake or what. But we are okay. We are friends.
Sure.
And we can talk through. By we, I mean my family and your family.
Yeah.
We are friends.
Sure.
So I'm just thinking, Mac, on what do you think about this? This inheriting friendships. Did you inherit some?
Yeah, and I mean, to cut the long story short, I'm a relational person. I like people. I like everyone.
Everyone? I like everyone.
Not everyone. I wonder you know too much.
No, I'm just making sure. Where do you plug here? We have to be true.
But I'm generally like a relational person, so
Yeah, sure.
I love engaging people. I love making friends.
Yeah, sure.
And that. So when before we got married, when I was when I was getting to know Mangi, which is my wife now, who is my wife now, I did befriend her friends without her permission.
Why
even
did you choose to do that? Without the permission, that's even three. You are no brave. You're brave. Why did you choose that?
I mean, one, I think I just, okay, I think I just wanted to have an overview of who she is as a person. As you said, that these are friends that, or friendships or relationships that have built her to what she is, that have contributed to what she
corrupted
is.
her to what she is.
Oh, she's corrupt now.
No, I'm not saying she's corrupted. I'm just saying there is an opposite to almost
yeah.
main.
So exactly.
to
So
many
if she
things.
was corrupt, then I would be able to pick up. Oh, so this is the one.
Yeah, sure.
The problem is not her. Is that?
Yeah, sure.
But basically, it was not even like a spying type of thing. I
Maybe
like I'm
it
just
is.
saying.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was, and it helped me. I'm married now.
Okay. It worked for you.
Yeah, but yeah. So at this point, and I think the big question to you pluggers is: are we tolerating or are we inheriting? So
Yeah, sure.
for me, it was I didn't feel like in her circle of friends like I had to tolerate some people. They're genuinely nice people. Fortunately for me,
Yeah, sure.
other people have different experiences
Yeah, sure.
where they tried where their partners befriended their friends, and there was some entanglements that happened there.
Yeah,
So
sure.
people are like, it's a no.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your side?
No, I am.
Do you what's your take on it? Do you think it's important to befriend your spouse's friends?
For me, what is important will also depend on what is important to her.
Okay.
If those friendships are important to her,
Mr.
I
Romantic.
will learn to
Yeah.
to tolerate and just let them be if they are meaningful to her. But also, I think for me, just to warn others, there's a danger in someone finding you in a relationship and they isolate you out of every relationships. I think for me, to a certain extent, that's a red flag, because that's where abuse starts. That's where all these other things starts, where you literally influence this person to see every other person as the enemy, so that they can draw towards you only, not with other, just you only. Even when you have other relationships, you just prefer that this person is isolated from other people and they just belong to you. There's a very strong element of possessiveness that has resulted many times into abuse and all of those things. So for me, I think it's I mean, I also, the other thing, Mac, is if our relationship starts on a point of doubt and a person have to prove themselves trustworthy and stuff, that's a no. I don't want to start relationships like that. So if we come together and we are healthy and we agree to date, whether I have issues or do not have issues will be based on how you behave when we are the two of us. When the two of us, if you have some dodgy behaviors, dodgy phone calls that you feel the need to answer around the corner, and all of those kind of things, for me that's a.
And it's with the friends.
And with the friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's with the friends.
Be it the opposite sex or the same sex.
Yes. Yeah. And you want to go on the corner and answer those. For me, that's questionable.
Sure.
That will be, and that is not even going to make it easier for the other person to kind of tolerate your crew.
Sure,
I mean, they may not necessarily like to be part of, but they can at least tolerate, because those people have contributed significantly in your life. You don't have to fight that. You can, or you don't have to be too buddy with everyone. You can tolerate, but you can either tolerate or befriend. I think that's
the other challenge is when the friends of your partner, when you're feeling that these people are not, I mean, we won't always like each other, but when they make it obvious that they don't like you and they don't think that you are the one for this person, that you are, that you can feel the tension, you can feel the anger.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's something that we make up, but I think it's a reality as well. What happens in that case?
Yeah. When I mean, it's a tricky space when. I think then it gets.
Is it okay? Sorry, I think I was also getting to that part where you're saying isolating. When you feel the hatred towards you by the friends, in order to say the relationship, I think it's natural to kind of isolate her so that you protect this.
The relationship. Yeah. No, I don't think it's natural. I don't think it's natural. I think it's a choice that you will eventually have to make. But also just going to what you have just said now, it's tricky, because then let's say you have friends with these people, you choose to be in a relationship with the other person, and despite their approval, you still choose to be in a relationship with this person. I think it should be allowed. I mean, if there's a very if there's a healthy relationship between you and me, we don't have to agree on everything, but we don't have to be hostile. If we don't agree, it's okay. But if we do not agree to a point where we show certain behaviors to someone who's trying to make a relationship with this person, I think that's not helping this relationship that they are trying to build. You need to love and respect someone to a point that you give them space to make their own
actually. So now we're
decision.
talking to the friends now. Now we're talking to the friends now.
Yeah, we're talking to the friends.
Friends, are you listening? Give them space.
Yes, you need
to navigate whether you like them or not.
Oh, you don't
support your friend.
Yes, you don't have to. But also, again, we need to be, even you who has this kind of friendship, you need to be stable enough to make your own decision, but also do not overlook also the advice of good friends. And I'm talking about good friends. I don't know, it will differ from every relationship, but there's those people who genuinely have your best interests at heart, and all of those things, who genuinely do and try to show to you, maybe you need to look at this, maybe you need to look at that. I'm not sure, I'm not saying this is what you need to do, but this is the kind of vibe I feel. But also still leave the choice to this person to make their own decision.
As we were having this conversation, I'm also like, back and forth, because it's a tricky space.
Yeah, sure.
As much as I said, leave your friend and support them, I want to say that to a certain extent, because there might be abusive behaviors
that's happening
there. And you can't just leave your friend there. There's
Yeah,
some
sure.
sort of protection.
Uh.
And sometimes we guys use that as a form of manipulation to say these guys are against me, whereas you are the one who's abusive.
Yeah, sure.
And who is posing a threat to
Uh-huh.
to the life of their friend.
Yeah, sure.
So what?
No, it's very tricky. But I want to go back to that point of doubt that I have said. If we start a relationship in a space where we trust, we love and trust each other, the two of us,
Sure.
and a healthy space, I do not have a reason to be concerned about your people, unless if there's those, as we have already said, those dodgy behaviors. But ultimately, whatever friendship that you choose to have, if you choose to want to walk a journey with someone else, I think all other kinds of friendships needs to at least take a step back.
Sure.
To allow this relationship. I mean, your friends needs to love you enough to understand this without telling you what to do and what not to do. Of course, we value godly and healthy advices, but the choice still lies within the within the person. That's why for me, I would advise that if you are going to be in a relationship, make sure that you are emotionally and psychologically stable. You have boundaries. You have healthy boundaries around you.
Sure.
That to be able to know and understand this person that you are dating, but also the influence of people around you. You need to know whether it's you who's making this choice, or your friends are making your choices for you. Yeah,
That's vital.
yeah.
I wonder what the U-pluggers have to say about
Sure.
this and their experiences. U-pluggers.
Yes, I mean, they may be carrying certain experiences. They may be in that space where we have to deal. But also, I think also, Meg, just as we are requesting in you pluggers to interact. I mean, yeah, it's a tricky thing, especially if the two of you are in this relationship and you kind of pick certain behaviors from the crew, and you try to show that to this person, and they are overprotective. It's a no-go area. My friends are a no-go area. I think that's not helping the other friend.
Okay.
If your friends are beyond, they are no touch. You found them here, you will leave them here. For me, you might as well date them, because then it's a challenge. Because if they will be beyond reproach and they will be the alpha and omega in your relationship to decide who is in a relationship with you or who is not in a relationship with you, I think it's better to date them. Because then what are you expecting the other person to do if they are not comfortable about certain behaviors?
Let's say I haven't asked for myself. Let's say now in the space that I'm in, let's say we decided that we're not gonna go on with the marriage. I mean, we decided that no, this thing is not working. We're not gonna go ahead with my wife. What happens to those friends? I think they're my friends now.
What do you mean?
Mangi's friends. Yeah, they're my friends now.
What happens to them?
Do I let them go too? Do I divorce her with
what she came
with?
I mean, that's an interesting one.
I wonder.
Yeah, no, but for me, I guess ultimately
because it showed us flames, eh?
Yeah,
we went through the flames, and you wonder if what happens now. Like when I say friends, not just acquaintances, people I don't know. Like I can call them.
Yeah, sure.
And just have a conversation with them.
Yeah, sure.
Like that type of thing. So it's not like it needs to be about her.
Yeah, sure.
For us to have a conversation, but it can just be.
Yeah, sure.
Outside of that. So do these kind of friendships But yeah, people have gone through the most. They don't want these kind of
And
friendships.
people don't want to be entangled by anything. I don't want you to respond because the time is up. But
Yeah.
but I mean, your wife is a singer. You know she has to go to gigs, to rehearsals, and you know the tendencies of the keyboard players and the bass guitarists.
friends.
Yeah, no, those guys. Sometimes people don't trust them. I mean, sometimes you are trying to minister to the flock, but not they're chowing the stock. So I don't know, Mac. With all those interactions, I don't know how do you navigate that as a. I mean, even now, what are you doing with those guys, with those tendencies? Yeah, no. So I don't know, guys. Mac will respond to that one. Or Mac, do you want to respond quickly? How are you working around
All
it?
I say is I trust my wife.
You trust your wife? Only.
Others.
Others. You,
Others, I cannot handle what they're doing, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying they've done, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sure.
My wife, I beseech you.
Yeah, but I think ultimately that's the decision that we'll need to make. You need to. It's your person that you need to deal with. Do you trust this person or you don't? Have they given you reasons why not to? So you are saying for you, even when your wife, it's a rose amongst, or it's a sheep amongst the wolves, you still.
They'll have to keep watch. That's why I need to learn an instrument. When she says I'm going to rehearsals, I must go.
Yeah, must go with get your own keyboard, Baba. Yeah, guys, I don't know what do you guys think? Ultimately, we have given our opinion on the subject, and we're open to even explore it further. So, what's your take? How has it been on your side? How did you navigate these friendships that this person come with or make along the way when they are with you? Even how do you navigate that? So thank you very much for tuning in, for engaging our content. My English data is depleted, man. Yeah. So please let us know your views and your opinions. So thank you very much, friends, for tuning in, for joining us, and for hanging out with us. Remain plugged, remain connected. Ciao.